let's talk about how Amazon, Petco, and Just Food for Dogs are going to change the veterinary profession. Welcome back to Off-Label Veterinary News, your source for commentary on animals, medicine, and practice life. If this is your first time, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up. Let's jump in to how Petco, Amazon, and Just Food for Dogs are going to change the veterinary profession. News broke this week that Petco has partnered with the boutique food manufacturer Just Food for Dogs to create a store-within-store exhibition-style doggy kitchen of sorts. Pretty cool, and an industry first. Now, whole foods and fresh foods and even human foods for pets isn't new. In fact, this has been a trend that's evolved over the past decade. Going back as far as 2009, 2010, I was involved with Jay and Michael Smith, two amazing individuals from California, in a company called Fresh Fetch. And so we were kind of doing the exact same thing that Just Foods for Dogs is doing today, except for we didn't have all the millions and millions of dollars that they have behind them. Now, I like this trend. I think that whole foods for pets is certainly something that we should be taking more seriously as a profession and examining what it means for the health and safety of our pets. But more importantly, let's ask ourselves, what impact will this have on the average veterinary clinic? And let's go back to the Amazon days. Now, what does Amazon have to do with Petco, have to do with Just Foods for Dogs? I will say everything. Here's the reality. We have seen a shift in consumers purchasing pet supplies, including foods, from online retailers such as Amazon. Amazon announced last week that they were going to create and distribute their own line of dog food, which I believe marks a pathway towards many other pet items in the future. So now you're Petco. You're losing footfall, traffic into your stores because people are purchasing online from avenues such as Amazon. So you're going, how can I get people back in my stores? And this is why I keep saying the Amazonation and Walmartization pet veterinary retail clinics, that is the future. So now you're Petco, you're losing sales, people are walking into your stores, you need to give them a reason to come into your stores. And that is why Petco partnered with Pathway, Petco equals Pathway, Pathway equals Petco, to create the Thrive in-store, store-within-a-store veterinary clinics within Petco's. And now they've partnered with a kitchen to make your pet's food while you wait or you pick it up or whatever. But think about it. This is all about increasing traffic into the store because they've lost it to the online. They don't need to stock as much stuff, so they've got space to rent, so to speak. I think this is a brilliant strategic move, but what it tells me is that veterinary practices of America and of the world, you better hang on because this trend will continue to evolve. What will PetSmart do in response to this? And there's actually one other weird twist to this whole story about Petco and Just Food for Dogs. Just Food for Dogs recently got a big investment from a big, massive investment firm called L. Catterton. And one of the things that they did was they wanted to accelerate the expansion and growth. So one of the first things that this new cash infusion led to was Just Food for Dogs quietly partnering with Pet Food Express, a chain of retailers primarily in California. But this is an interesting sort of combination of two things. So you've got this amazing high-tech, whole fresh food for your pet in a small retail space that's actually known for selling all kinds of supplies and grooming. Now, I think that paved the way for Petco to say, wow, this could work. And it even adds some cachet to the Petco brand, in my opinion, because let's face it, there are a whole lot of pet owners and veterinarians who don't want to go into a Petco because it's just not our thing. You know, it's like going into an old Kmart or something. It's like, you know, I really want better for my pet. Well, now the people that were initially turned off by the Petco branding, the Whole Foods moms, are going to have a really good reason, a very healthy, nutritious reason to walk into those Petco stores where they will be overwhelmed by lots of choices, including heartworm and flea preventives, maybe even pet pharmacy. I mean, you know where this is going, veterinary colleagues. I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Just Food for Dogs, Petco, Amazon, thrive, pathway. All of this stuff is intersecting so quickly. Big money meets big business meets our dogs and cats that we love and care for. So I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Am I off my rocker, or is there something here? I think this is the start of something very big. In fact, in history, we're going to look back at the 2017-2018 period as the tipping point, the pivot point, the time when our practice profession reached the inflection and kind of changed into something else. Well, that's it for another edition of Off-Label Veterinary News. If you like content like this and are a veterinary profession geek, please, please, please subscribe. That's how I keep this thing going. And I know that you're out there, so please hit that subscribe button and give me a big thumbs up. Until next time, keep living that off-label life. Bye.